Within a RightMessage flow, you can also add redirects. So this makes it really easy for you to do something like at the end of a survey, depending on how somebody answered your questions, send them to the getting started page versus the book a call page or something. In this video, I'd like to quickly show you how you can set this up. At its core, it's as straightforward as just adding a redirect node wherever you'd like it. So in this case, they answer the favorite color question, and then we could send them along to getting started. Now, this works, but it's not ideal because what I might want to do here instead is I'd like to change where they go depending on how they answer this question about favorite color. So what I can do is I can choose to route off this question, which will create one path per answer option. And for each of these pathways, I can add a redirect. So here they go to the blue page, and then here they go to the green page, and so on and so forth. So this is usually how most people are using redirects within RightMessage. Now, you could go wild. I could put a redirect if I wanted to as the very first thing. Now, this would be really awkward because what would happen is any page that runs this would immediately get redirected, which is not what we probably want. So that is something to bear in mind is this is a great feature, but it's also a potentially dangerous feature. If you don't make sure that people are only getting redirected when they should get redirected, it could cause some unintended side effects. So I want to show you really quickly how to make sure that we can get around that. So in this case here, let me simplify this a bit. So I'm going to add a redirect after the answering of this question to the results page. Now, RightMessage widgets by default are set up to skip questions that we already know the answer to. So on the very first page view somebody has on your website, we're going to ask them about their favorite color. And this, say they choose blue. From then on out, the default behavior is to skip asking this question and to just keep moving forward. So in this case, what would happen is they would go to the redirect and again and again and again, which probably is not what you want to have happen. So if you have your widgets set up to skip known questions, then what I'd advise you to do if you have a redirect is set up a condition after that question or right before the redirect. And we have an option in RightMessage called question engagement. So what we're looking for here is, did they actually answer this question on this page view? And why this is important here is I only want to redirect them if that's the case, right? So if they've actually answered this question right now, then we want to redirect to results. Otherwise, maybe we want to either exit or show an offer. But this is one of those things that if you are not really thinking about how you're setting up your flows and how you're orchestrating redirects, like I mentioned, because we skip and pass through questions we already know the answer to, we've had a lot of customers who you can probably tell have run into this problem, and this is the way to fix that. So hopefully this makes some sense. Hopefully you can see why it might be useful to add redirects within your flows. And as always, if you have any questions whatsoever about how any of this works, don't hesitate to reach out.